EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers and the Portland Lumberjacks.
Sam Martin is set to kick off.
The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from the City of Roses. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
1 yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, they'll go to the ground in time. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lumberjacks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. It's soon to throw it now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Michael Wilson, 47 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. Toon going to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Down and 11.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To the air with McCarthy.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Demetrius Knight in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bowers. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says it's that same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here's a 2nd and 8. McCarthy is set to throw it.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lumberjacks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
21. Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Tune. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over.
27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's McCarthy. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 65 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Tune. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his throw here is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On play action, now McCarthy. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
First and 10.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Cougar 19.
Throwing is McCarthy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and built the play up.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Tune. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Okay.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Lumberjacks 28, Chargers 10. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tune to throw it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
His dad certainly had a few of these. Joey Porter Jr. there for the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tune.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Barney, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
He was brought down by Jordan Battle.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here we go, sack.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass.
20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
That's another.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lumberjacks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, 1 behind the all-time record of 5.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chargers 10. Santos set to kick
now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to find a lane gain, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And on now is the punter. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 60.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. So they tried to put one over on him there, but this one blows up in their face.
Well, clearly to me, what they were expecting was a defense to bring an all-out rush, and they thought they could just sneak someone into the secondary and hit them for a nice play. But unfortunately for them, the defense was able to account for all the receivers, and they made the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the field goal unit is coming on here. And, boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. They bring their punter out there now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. Returnable here for Davis. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.